NBA Shootout 98 for the Sony PlayStation. This game was developed by Sony, later known as 989 Sports. This game is part of my original collection growing up as a kid. I do remember playing this game quite a bit and went head to head with NBA Live 98. It's been a while since I played this one, so let's give it a go. I had to play the PlayStation's opening sound for you. It has to be one of the best of all time. This game came out in 1998, so the rosters are accurate of January 20th, 1998.
Tonight's matchup. Versus
So the game only has 4 game modes: exhibition, season, playoffs, and drafts. This will be important when we compare this game to some other games of this era. So right off the bat, we have chosen our teams. I'm going with the Los Angeles Lakers, and Matt is going with the Chicago Bulls. Kobe Bryant coming into the game, also Tony Kukoc. Making subs is really easy right before starting the game.
Lakers control the tip.
This is the Sony PlayStation we're talking about here, so a nice long loading screen was cut out for your convenience. A full court launch. It looks like Cracks doesn't even know how to play this game. I'm going to have to come to his defense though. Can't change the controls in this game. And the worst part is the controls are all messed up. X is shoot, circle is pass, and square is turbo. Who made that decision? The Bulls and the Lakers are the best overall teams in this game. This is when the Bulls were going for their final championship of their second three-peat. It was also when the Lakers were rising in the ranks. Kobe Bryant was in his second year coming off the bench. It's too bad you don't get to see Kobe and Jordan on the court at the same time in this game. That's because Jordan's represented by guard. Michael Jordan opted out of the Players Association sometime after 1992. Why he did this, I don't know. There's only speculation. So let's get into some gameplay. The graphics for a Sony PlayStation game are actually pretty darn good.
Bulls with a rebound.
It's interesting that they decided to go with just a PA announcer as opposed to having an actual play-by-play commentator. The meter on the screen was always my favorite method of shooting free throws in a basketball game. I'm really not a fan of when they overcomplicate the free throw shooting, so I'm definitely happy with this. Wow, how did they even program players to take that shot?
He puts it up.
The ball sound effects are very powerful in this game. If the ball's hitting the rim or being dribbled on the court, they're going to make sure you hear it.
He puts it up. Lakers with a rebound.
I kind of like the way the players move in this game. They move kind of mechanically, but they're very responsive to the controls.
Tony Kukoc.
I really like the control options you get on offense. You can perform a spin move, a special dribble, and even throw alley-oops. But that's not even the best part. There's an option called Total Control Dunking where you can hold L1 in certain button combinations and perform the dunks you want to. On defense, the controls are pretty standard, but you can actually hold R2 to cherry pick, which is awesome. Just because I think it's awesome to have the option in the game does not mean I condone it. I've played many basketball games where there were guys on the other team just straight cherry picking, and believe me, I didn't like it. For a game called Shootout, shooting is definitely not the highlight. It's the dunking. Dunking is pretty cool in this game, and you get a lot of N1s. I also remembered about halfway through this game that stealing is extremely easy. So as this quarter concludes, I'm going to roll some clips emphasizing the dunking and stealing. Yeah, probably some blocks too.
Off the glass. At the end of the first. With a dunk. Robert Ory. Two-hand power jam. Robert Ory.
At halftime, Bulls 9, Lakers 17. And your halftime leaders are Scottie Pippen and Robert Ory.
Defensive foul. Nick Van Exel with the assist. Number 9. He slams it. Robert Ory with a one-hand 360. Lakers 29. Defensive foul. Bulls at off the mark. Offensive foul. Off the mark. Off the mark. Defensive foul. Defensive foul. Pepe. He buries the jumper. Minute remaining in the fourth quarter. Eddie Jones. Kobe Bryant. He slams it. Slamma-jamma. Defensive foul.
The player of the game is Kobe Bryant.
This game was not a shootout. All our shots were within the key, at least, if they went in. Kukoc had a couple threes, and that was it.
Shootout 98, they call some fouls, man. They call some fouls. You got some offensive fouls that are very questionable, but if you like N1s, Shootout 98 is the game for you. N1s all day.
It was really easy to block. Anything defense was really easy in this game.
Yeah, you really had to earn your points. You had to get open. You had to hit the cutter going down the lane and really score some points.
It was pretty accurate that Shaq missed his free throw, though, when he got to go up for it. And you pretty much got it spot on. The announcer would call out Scottie Pippen's name differently than when he would normally call his name just for like a normal shot, which was a lot more interesting than what you would normally get.
With the trivecta. Eddie Jones with the trivecta. Dunking is so satisfying in Shootout 98.
It wasn't like your play-by-play commentator, but it did the job.
It was really good. I like them. For its time, Shootout 98's graphics were very good. They were superior to Live 98. Pounded in the paint, pounded to the big guy, Shaq. Just pounded in there.
Michael Jordan, or in this game called Shooting Guard, was horrible. He had 2 points. I actually wanted to play again when we were done, so that says a lot. I would say it's probably a solid B.
what I like about it is the dunking and one aspect is very arcade feel. I love that aspect. The graphics were good for its time, which gives it a little better replay value, especially with the PlayStation game, because you could have some pretty bad graphics on PlayStation games. I would have to give this game a C+.
I thought it was better than that. I mean,
But you don't want to get too sexy with Shootout 98. Three Floyd's Zombie Dust. That's right. 50 IBU, 6.2 alcohol from Munster, Indiana. This is the beer for you. I probably gave this game a better grade because of 3 Floyd's Zombie Dust. Go to 3 Floyd's Brewing and pound some zombie dust. Ooh, yeah. Sony Entertainment, yeah. You made some games, yeah. And then you became 989 Sports somewhere along the way. And then 989 Studios. But who really cares? And somewhere in the middle, Vince Carter did this. So we'll sort out all this mess later, yeah.
With weights in the weight room, so he's stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
It's over! It's over, ladies and gentlemen! Hey, Danny. Hey, Kenny, he's got 3 of your top 5 all-time already. But what he told me before the contest, he said he watched all of these dunk contests. He was going to take a little bit of someone else, a little bit of Dominique.